If a Scorpio falls out of love for some reason, how can I get him back? We were still talking, but he pulls away a lot. Make a video about it. Okay. Welcome back, Stingers. Tonight, I am going to talk about how to get a Scorpio back after they've fallen out of love and they don't want to be with you. And this is for a newbie, and I assume you're a newbie because I have been on YouTube since 2013. I have done content after content about what happens when you break up with a Scorpio. I talked about what happens when they come back. So let's talk about this again. So here we have a situation, and I have very limited information about this, but I'm going to go on the texture of this commentary. The Scorpio has fallen out of love. Now, we don't know that he was in love to begin with, and I talk about that in my previous videos as well. So the Scorpio has fallen out of like. They're no longer interested. You have disappointed them. They have cut you off for whatever reason. They do not want to be in a relationship with you. You acknowledge this on an intellectual level, but somewhere, are you a Taurus, by the way? Are you looking for your property back? Are you a Pisces? Are you just in a fog? I'm always interested in individuals who ask questions like this. How do I get someone back that does not want me? Just sit with that for a minute. This goes beyond astrology. And for those of you who are new here, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon is more than a channel about Scorpios and astrology. I talk about breakdown and rebuild. I talk about evolution, burning your old self, becoming new, and being in a space of self-love and development and feeling powerful and being powerful and creating boundaries and creating that love that you seek in others and standing on your own 2 feet and being empowered in every sense of the word. So this goes beyond astrology. This goes beyond zodiac signs. Listen to your language. And I've gotten messages like this time after time after time again. Some of you have booked sessions with me in the past. Some of you book master chart readings that are all about someone else. You book tarot readings that are all about getting someone back. And it's so interesting to me to listen to this. How do I get someone back who's fallen out of love, who decides not to share with me? They pull away from me. They pull away from me. They don't want to be here. They're backing up. You ever had somebody back up from you or put their hands up like this? That means stop, get away from me. I'm not safe. I don't want to be here. They're showing every sign that they are pushing you as far away from them as possible. And you know this. You know this on an emotional level. You know it intellectually. You physically know it when you're around them. They don't want to even talk to you. And you come to me and you ask me, how can I get them back? Back where? What is this? What are you trying to get back to? What are you trying to accomplish? Do you guys ever ask yourselves these questions before you post? Before you DM me? Before you send me emails? Do you ever sit with yourselves and have this conversation? Because I think back to fallouts that I've had with individuals that I deemed as a friend, or fallouts that I've had with individuals that I deemed the boyfriend. And I didn't really want them back. I wasn't trying to create some love scenario. No, that's not really how the Scorpio brain works. And I'm talking about typical Scorpio. Okay, it's not how the typical Scorpio fixed water feminine energy works. It's not how it works. The only time I wanted to lure, and I use that word purposefully, to lure them back, was to recreate the same hurt that I felt that they gave to me. That's it. This person already had a relationship with you. They know who you are. They know what your triggers are. They know what you're capable of. You were probably running off at the mouth. You got comfortable, like a Cancer would. You got comfortable. You started running off at the mouth, and you thought they were never going to go anywhere. Sometimes, I've said this to, and maybe this person still watches my channel, but they used to follow me for a really long time. They were on my Patreon and things like that many, many years ago. And I noticed a pattern with them. They were with a Scorpio for many, many years, but a specific type. And if you don't know what type you are, go to ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com and take my quiz. They purposefully created relationships with specific Scorpios. The Scorpios, from what I saw, always had like the Pisces moon, the Cancer influence. They created these very soft type of relationships. They never got the ones who had really strong Scorpio energy. They always got somebody who maybe had a little bit of psychological damage, somebody who was a little bit needy. Like, they love the power of that. They love the power of that, of having someone that they already deem to be more powerful than them, to see them in a weak position. It was like a turn on or something. It was very, very strange. And when this person cut them off, they found another Scorpio. And that same Scorpio had all this Piscean influence, you know, somebody who was very forgiving and this, that, and the other. When we talk about how can I get someone back, right? Think about where you started. You know, people get really comfortable in these relationships and they know who to choose. They know who to choose and know when to choose. They pick somebody who's a little bit off, you know. They're in the rabbit hole. They're in some sort of emotional stuckness, and then they grab them, and then they could be in the power seat. And when they get out, when they snap out of it, hold up, and they start releasing you, and that Pluto and Mars is full force, honey. Then what happened? Then you forget the whole relationship. You forget who you were in the whole relationship. And I see this a lot. I know. I used to have sessions with many of you guys who were like, I'm the one in charge, and this, that, and the other. And then the switch, the light came on one day. And you're like, oh, I can't believe they did that to me. What is going? You're evil. Oh, no. So what are you trying to get back to exactly? You want someone back who does not want you. They probably were never in love to begin with. When you were in that space, you fucked it up. And now you've forgotten. Everybody gets amnesia when the relationship is over. And I see this dynamic. I can like pinpoint things. Sometimes I look at couples, Scorpio couples who are with specific zodiac signs, and I see the dynamic. I'm like, ooh, and I'm just jotting down notes, and I'm like, this isn't gonna end well. I'm like, they're real comfortable. And they're not even aware. They're not aware of themselves. They're not aware of what that relationship is. They think it's always going to be there. There's a comfortability sometimes when you think that person's not going anywhere, when they have no other options or when they need you. And when the light comes on and they're like, oh, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Then you're shocked. So I don't think there's anything to go back to be honest with you. I think you were one of those people who probably fall into the category of somebody who was running off at the mouth. And Scorpios like to sit back and just listen. I'm one of those people because I'm an intense type. I'm heavy Pluto Mars, period. I've seen it. I've seen it in my Pisces relationship. And I could think back like, oh, this person thought they were so in charge and stuff. And then I watched them crawl back and just look stupid for a really long time. And that was satisfying, to be honest. It was really satisfying. I was like, you think I forgot? I never forget anything. We never forget anything. While we're silent and you think you have the upper hand, we're just like calculating all this stuff. It literally is going into tiny little compartments. And we're just like this. And so when many of you want to crawl back, remember that the Scorpio is just looking at a whole file full of all the things you've done, all the things you've said, when you thought you had some power, how you behaved in those moments. Very important. I love to see how someone behaves when they think that they have the upper hand. Just the language that they use. I love to squat and just say nothing. I'm the person who says nothing, and I'll let you just talk and talk and talk. But remember, I got that file. Just looking through everything. I'm looking through everything. And it doesn't matter. Remember my video, The Stinger of Revenge? Actually, it was another video, but you can watch that one too. That one I think is from like 2015, 2016. Not sure. But remember I mentioned in one of my videos that if you're new, there's a catalog. Just go back and binge. I talked about how Scorpios kind of just like we won't say anything, right? But we're always watching, and we never forget situations. Like I have distinctive situations. There's somebody from my past, my deep past, that I've known most of my life, like literally since grade school. So we're talking like since, 11, 12 years old, right? And I remember when they got sassy with me. This is what our falling out. This is our main falling out, right? They got sassy. Ooh, they had a lot of mouth. I'll never forget all the things that they said. And I let them say all these things too. I just let it roll. Like, oh, you got more? Go ahead. And they just kept running off at the mouth, thinking that we were going to be like friends. This is such a fluffy move. Thinking that like, oh, we're going to be friends the next day. It doesn't matter. Like, no, that works with your other friends. That doesn't work with me. And so this was way back. I'm talking like almost 15, 20 years or whatever. They had all this mouth. And then over the years, they've been trying to get at me like, oh, how have you been? Where have you, like, oh, as if I forgot. Wait, what? What are you talking about? I haven't forgotten who you are. We don't forget who you are. The person you're trying to get back with hasn't forgotten you. You haven't changed. What are you trying to do different now? You're going to come back and do what? Put it in the comments. What are you coming back to do? What exactly are you coming back for? Why would they want to come back? Answer that. For those of you who want Scorpios to come back, what are they coming back to? What's the benefit? Explain to me, if you dare, in the comments. What would be the benefit of me befriending that person? I already know their range. I know who they are. I know who they are when they think they have the upper hand. I know who they are when they're really angry with me. Because when you're angry, your feelings don't lie. That's the amazing part about anger. I love to see people angry at me. I love to see them cuss me out. And the things that they say while they're cussing, oh, I love it. That tells everything. I love to let you tell on yourself. And so this person who's been crawling on his knees for like 15 years trying to get back. Get back to what? Because now we got to go way back to that conversation. Oh, we're going to start there. We're going to start there. And I don't want to hear shit about, oh, I didn't, no. You knew exactly what you were saying. And I let you talk. I let you talk that talk. And you guys know, the ones who've had fallen out with Scorpios, you guys know what went down. And so I'm going to come back to what exactly. What's my benefit of coming back for you? What's his benefit of coming back for you? That's what I want you to answer in the comments, because I wouldn't come back. Just like I haven't come back to the people who still trying to get at me on every social media they can. Every social media. They're asking people we both know and all this other shit. No, I know who you are. There's come back to do what exactly? You messed it up. There's no friendship anymore. You fucked it up. Running your big mouth or doing what you did. You know what you did. So there is no way to get back. And if they come back, I want you to watch the video. And the link is going to pop up in a minute. Because if they come back, and I promise you, I have never been wrong. Never. There's never been a scenario where it was like, I don't believe her. We got back and we're in love and we're married and everything. They never brought that up and never. That's not the nature. That's not the nature. That's not the fixed water, feminine, ruled by two destroyers of death. That's not the nature. I've never, and I confidently say that, never been wrong. If he comes back, it's going to be problematic. And it's not because he likes you or wants to be with you. You just fucked up. And that's for you and everybody else watching that's in your situation. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, where you could book a master chart reading so I can break everything down for you. Some of you aren't even compatible with Scorpios. You just want that flex because we're fabulous. And you want that flex of telling somebody that you had this amazing relationship, that we were in love, and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure my ex, the ones who are alive, are bragging about how they had a Scorpio too. I'm sure it's their legacy, darling. Some of you, you're not even compatible. You have too much mouth. You're too fluffy. You are, okay? And if you want to find out if you're fluffy, you can take my quiz on the website. You can buy my books. I suggest Rise from the Ashes, Scorpio's Guide to Self-Esteem and Rebirth, so that you're not on your knees begging for someone who does not love you to come back. For what? I don't know. I want you guys empowered no matter what zodiac sign you are. I want you to be fabulous. I want you to burn this old character of the beggar. Honey, wipe your knees off. Get up. Stand up. Okay? And dust yourself off and walk somewhere else. Walk in a new direction. Never look back. Don't turn your heads. No. Okay, you can get all my books on the website. You can get tarot readings. I believe I have a karmic reading about your past. I give you your karmic relationships, the birth dates. And You can shop my pop-up shop. I have so many amazing things coming for Scorpio season. I have so many series for you guys, not just on SSSM, but my podcast channel as well. So excited. All right, guys, let me get out of here. Let me give you a kiss because you need it. I'll see you soon.